In this video, we are going to talk about how to graph a standard form of a quadratic. So standard form looks like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. And so one thing we know about the standard form of a quadratic is how to find the y-intercept. Our y-intercept will always be our c value. So if I'm looking at these equations, I can see my c value is negative 12, so I know my y-intercept would be at negative 12. I can see my c value is 10, so my y value will be at 10. I can see my c value is negative 4, so I can see that my y-intercept will be at negative 4. The other thing that I know is my a value tells me if my graph opens up, my a value is positive, or if my graph opens down, then my a value is negative. So if I look, my a value is negative here, so I know my graph is going to open down. My a value is positive here, so my graph is going to open up. My a value is negative here, so my graph is going to open down. Now with standard form, we need to use a little equation to help us find the axis of symmetry. So that equation is going to be opposite b over 2a, or negative b over 2a. So this formula is going to be really important to help us graph our quadratic equation. So let's look at this first example. So first it's saying what's the y-intercept? Well, my y-intercept would be at 5 because that's my c value. To find my axis of symmetry, I'm going to do opposite b over 2a. So my a is 1 and my b is 6. So I'm going to have opposite of 6, so negative 6 over 2 times 1. And so my axis of symmetry will be at negative 3. So I'm going to go where x is negative 3. And I'm going to draw in my axis of symmetry. Now remember, my axis of symmetry will always be the same as the x of my vertex. So now I'm going to take that x, plug it back into my original equation to get the y of my vertex. And I'm going to get negative 4 when I plug that in my calculator. So now I'm going to take this point and put it in the middle of my table to build a table around my vertex. So I'm calling it negative 3, negative 4. Now I need to take each of these numbers and plug them into my equation for the x to find the y. So first I'm going to plug in negative 5. And when I do that, I'll get 0. Then I'm going to plug in negative 4. And I'm going to get negative 3. Then I'm going to plug in negative 2. And I'm going to get negative 3. Then I'm going to plug in negative 1, and I'm going to get 0. So let's plot negative 5, 0, negative 4, negative 3. I already plotted the vertex. Negative 2, negative 3, negative 1, 0. And notice it's symmetrical. I'm going to graph my graph. Now it wants us to write this equation in intercept form. So what does that mean? That means I need to factor this by finding two numbers that multiply to 5 but add to 6. So the two numbers that multiply to 5 are the only two numbers that multiply to 5 would be 1 and 5. And those two numbers also add to 6. So our intercept form is also called factored form. It's going to be x plus 1, x plus 5. So then from factored form, we know what our x-intercepts are. They're always the opposite. So it would be negative 1 and negative 5, which I can actually see on my graph here and here. Negative 1. All right, let's graph one more of these. And this one's a little tricky because there's a negative in the front. but I still see that my y-intercept for this is 5. So let's find my axis symmetry. X equals opposite negative b over 2a. So a is equal to -1, and my b is equal to -4. So I'm going to have -4 over 2 times -1. So it's +4 over -2. So my axis of symmetry is going to be at x equals -2. So my axis of symmetry is the same as the x of my vertex. So now I'm going to plug that in, and I'm going to type it in just like this into my calculator. And so I'm going to get 9. So -2, 9 is going to be right up here. I'm going to take my vertex and put it in the middle of my table. Put 2 smaller x's and 2 bigger x's. And now I'm going to plug each of those x's into my equation to find the y's. So first I'm going to plug in -4, and I will get 5. Then I'm going to plug in -3, and I would get 8. Then I'm going to plug in -1, and I'm going to get 8. Then I'm going to plug in 0, and I'm going to get 5, which actually I already know from here. So let's plot these points. -4, +5, -3, 8. I already plotted my vertex. -2, 9. And then 0, 5. And then I can draw my parabola. So they want me to write this equation in intercept form. So again, I need to write it in factored form. But because of this negative in front, I need to factor out a -1 first, meaning I'm going to divide everything by -1. So I'm going to go with x squared plus 4x minus 5. So anything about two numbers that multiply to -5 but add to 4. So if they add to 4, it has to be +5. And so my final intercept form would be -1x plus 5x minus 1. So my x-intercepts are always the opposite, so it would be it would be -5 and +1. So actually I can add these to my graph now. So +1 and -5, and I was actually pretty close when I drew my graph. So those would be my x-intercepts. All right, let's practice a little bit more of changing to intercept form. So again, I want to factor this. So anything about two numbers that multiply to -2 but add to 1. So that's going to be +2 and -1. My y-intercept comes from my c value, so I can see that that would be -2. My x-intercepts come from my factored form, so one of my x-intercepts is -2, my other is +1. In number 4, I'm going to go to factor it, but first I notice that all 3 of these are divisible by 3. So I'm going to factor out that GCF first. So then I can think about two numbers that multiply to -10 but add to 3. And so those two numbers are going to be +5 and -2. So my x-intercepts would be -5 and +2. My y-intercept would be my original c value, so it would be -30.